Hey everybody, this is Dave Blair and I'm at AEO Power Sports where I'm trying out this new KTM 390 ENDURO R. And from what I've seen on the internet, so I watch a lot of YouTube videos on this bike already, and I'm thinking this might be a better bike for my son to learn on. But yeah, so what I've seen on the internet, oh yeah, I see the kickstand gets in your way a little bit. But what I've seen on the internet about this bike, wow, it sits up kind of high. Alright, I need to get my thoughts together here. I gotta remember how to use a clutch. We out here in Mesa to this AEO and they only had one. And yeah, well, this is really easy to get your feet down too. It's not intimidating at all. But they only had one here. They didn't have any in Phoenix or Scottsdale. The next closest one was in California. So, but again, for $5,500 is the MSRP, but then we've got a tariff on there. But you know, this has got really good value for money. But again, I don't know. Like I said, this is going to be like, well, it's going to be for me to have fun on and for my son to learn. I don't know. But you know, there's something about a brand new motorcycle that nobody's used, you know. But again, it's like, oh yeah, here's another problem. Yeah, they keep saying that the rear foot pegs come down. Probably take those off completely. But what I'm saying is, like, you could put some rear bags on here, because I'm concerned about it not having enough fuel. But because the exhaust is so low, you can get one of those giant loop bags, and you could put a gallon of gas on each side in one of those cylinder canisters. And you know, again, it's not going to interfere with the exhaust at all, and you could balance the back out. So, but yeah, you know, that skid plate is it's flimsy, but it's not as flimsy as somebody else said it was. Again, that probably would have to be replaced depending on what kind of you know, terrain you go on, but we have a lot of rocky stuff here in Arizona, so that's would probably need to be upgraded. And again, the, you know, the bark busters, that would have to be upgraded. But as far as fuel range, again, this is a little over 2 gallons, but you could carry another 2 gallons, so no matter how far out you got, you'd have enough to add and get back. So that was like my main concern, because I wish this was more like a 3-gallon tank, but I understand too it's the weight of the thing too. And again, you know, it's steel, not aluminum. Again, like the Suzuki DR4S has an aluminum frame, which makes it lighter. So this is a little heavier than the Suzuki, and the Suzuki has better suspension. And one of the complaints too is the rear shock on here. But I will say though, they shouldn't have named this an ENDURO R. They should have called it the KTM Explorer. That's what they should have done, because that's what I want it for. I just want it to go out and explore trails that are too technical or too difficult for my Africa Twin. Again, that's, you know, 560, 570 pounds, and this is 360, I think, fully wet. It's like 360. So again, 200 pounds lighter. No, but it feels it feels really easy to pick up for my age. For my age, yeah, it would be so much easier to pick up if you did have it off. And it looks like they have a radiator guard on here too, which is nice. Again, for the bang for the buck, you get a lot of extras for your money compared to the Suzuki DR4S. Again, those are the two that I'm comparing because of the top speed and the weight. In Arizona, we have 75-mile-an-hour zones, so you've got to be able to do 75 miles an hour without getting run over. And you know, that's all there is to it. They did say these things fall down all the time. Anyway, that's my quick first impression video and first ride on the thing, and I'm thinking about getting it. Again, the air box is right under here, easy to change. The oil change is right here. Quick shifter is an option, cost extra, but again, you get a lot of bang for your buck with this thing. You'd want to get the double take mirrors and some good handguards. But other than that, I mean, the seat is comfortable. It's got a nice, you know, again, it's easy to get your feet down. I'm flat foot, and again, the seat is comfortable, and all at this, you know, less than $6,000 price point. Tires are okay for me, I think. I don't know what it's like off-road, but I've heard some good things about the tires. And then the other thing I've heard is this shock is not as strong as it should be, but I don't, you know, I'm not going to be jumping the thing. I mean, if a jump comes up, you know, I would do it, but it's not like I'm going to be constantly jumping the thing on a motocross track, so I think it would be sufficient. Again, KTM Explorer, and that's kind of what I'm looking for, and the price seems right. All right, I think I've babbled on long enough. I'm going to go take them their key back. And thanks for watching.